Oh boy, this is taking some doing. Oh, I feel like a break. I've just finally got that thing to work. Oh my god, that took all yesterday. And they said that, well, you know what the sound was like. It was just awful. So, uh, yeah, I had to try this, that, something else. I went to bed last night and I just give up. I'd actually sent a support call out asking for help from their help desk. I'm not going to get a call here because I went on the internet and there's heaps of people saying the sound is shit, doesn't work, audio doesn't work. So they'd probably look at it and think, oh, audio, yep, in the bin. They've probably got a bot there that reads it. Audio, no, we can't help with that. Sorry, we don't do audio. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I've got it all figured out. I mean, I was just go. See, what happens is, well, you know how it works. You start off doing one thing, and then something else comes along, and something, and so I was just thinking, no, just don't spend as little. I wanted to get it done, but I wanted because I've just spent $30 on it, and I wanted to use my investment. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I thought, no, just give it another hour or so, and then you have to quit and go back to doing what you're doing. But now I can see the thing is I can show you on my desktop and just shoot it off to you. I don't think I have to upload it onto to YouTube, but I'll try that later. Yeah. Now listen, you've got to stop putting yourself down so much, and really, because there's a reason for that. Because I'm worried about the flip side when you boost yourself up, and then suddenly you've got this godlike creature that I owe everything to. I'll just be happy if you're in the middle, if you can do that. Sue couldn't. Not many people can. They're either completely stupid and well down, or right up and up. How about in the middle? Just in the middle where I'm appreciating you being around because there is nobody else around. Nobody else is interested. And the only time they're interested in it is if I'm giving them money. And I think, well, yeah, that's not that good. Yeah, so just try and find that, and I think once we start doing this, you'll get addicted to it. Actually, I think you'll understand what it's about, and you'll get addicted to it. And think, oh fuck yeah, let's go for this, Bob. Hurry, 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 hurry. Right now, you don't because you're not hurrying me, and I know once you get the idea of it, you see the potential in it. You'll say, oh, quick, work harder. What have you been doing? What do you mean you've been sleeping? You don't need sleep. Yeah, which is how it should be, I suppose. But I don't know. I'm having fun doing it, and to have somebody to share it with is even better. But this is why I'm taking the time with these sort of things because I don't want a repeat of what happened with Sue and me. And it was happening with you and I too. You've forgotten already, no doubt. See, I told you to write it down. Yeah, because I was getting to the point where I was, oh, you just don't fucking understand, do you? So I'll take the time. If we get to that point again, I'll stop everything. I'll just take the time, and it keeps our relationship on a good and happy note. It didn't happen with Sue. I'm sorry. It's just I didn't know, but I've been through it once before, so I'm not going to go again. That's the situation. But it's interesting what you said just as before you went to bed. You were saying how English are cold, and I'd say cold, cold-hearted, and cruel. Actually, they're rich, with loads of money, but they're cold and heartless people. I think that's I think that's a fair comment, and I can never understand Sue, because you're saying that not like, they're not like Romanians and Italians and whatever. Well, she was from Maltese and Greek background, but I think what happened is the English used to be there with the Maltese on their island, and I think they learnt that they've copied them. They've become the same sort of heartless, cruel people as the English are. This sort of attitude of, oh, we're such and such. Um, and that's what they've actually copied. I think they've lost all of that. If they ever had it, I don't know. But I mean, it's, yeah, I can see what you mean, and I can't stand it. Because I do, I get angry about it. I think, for what happened to me or whatever, what a horrible, cruel, heartless thing to do to a man, and just separate him from his children like that, and that's, and it's been, but I'm slowly coming to realise now it's Australia as well. They're heartless, absolutely just cold, heartless people. That's the truth of it. They like to think there's something else, but they're not. The same as English. Probably Americans too, just cruel, heartless people. It's. But yeah, I guess that's the price you get for your wealth, if that's important to you, wealth and having loads of money and, impressing people with a nice house, a nice car and all that sort of thing. It's not for me. I'd rather, enjoy working with people. Actually, it gets down to working, I suppose. Doing things, sharing things. Even, this is happening in the garden, that's happening in the garden. Something else, this is happening to Stumpy. Uh, that's just how I'd rather be. But I enjoy actually trying to do something with somebody. I think if you look back on this, it's been a fair bit already. And, I'll have to show you my bloody list of passwords sometime. Holy son of a gun. I shouldn't really, because I'm putting them up on here and anybody can read them. I won't, but I don't know. I'll just check it out now and see how many items are on the list. Hang on, just open it up. See, I've got it in Dropbox. There we go. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Where's Dropbox? Whoops, just move out of the way. Oops. Here we go. Oh boy, that took some doing. Wait a minute. I'll go to the auto, so I've got to copy the other one. Oops. Oh, where is it? Here he comes. Okay. Passwords. Yeah, so hang on, just let this open. Wow, why is it so slow? Yeah, but anyway, that's done now. That's an okay. That's another tool we can use to. So I should be able to now just quickly. Oh, it's not going to open, bastard. What's going on with that? I'm sure you're not interested. I know. Yep, shit, 261. Manicam was the last one. Yeah, 261 different products. I don't even recognise half of them. That includes Gmail and Facebook pages and all that sort of thing. But 261. Wow, it's a lot, isn't it? Different things that different phones, plans, all sorts of messengers and all sorts of setups. Yeah, but 261 that I have a password for. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I even got Raf to try and do that for me once. Nah. Just wanted to chat. I paid her. Offered to pay her. It's just hopeless. As when this all first started, I thought, because I'm online, I thought, well, maybe this is a new thing. Girls like Raf used to go and get a job in an office or something, but now they work online. I just thought maybe that's just a natural, how things happen naturally. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that's, and I could sort of see her, giving her little jobs and being an assistant, that sort of thing. But no, she wasn't interested. Still, so I sort of, I was friends with her, but that's really what I was interested in, having a working relationship with her. But everybody relates internet to sex, and it's just killing everything. That will soon disappear, hopefully, or maybe it's a whole plan to stop the internet taking over, because the real economy, the banks want the real economy because they have buildings, people pay them off, and they're expensive, and internet, people work from home. It's cheap, very cheap. It's really cheap. Just time consuming, but it's going to be just as time consuming and real unless you borrow a lot of money and pay people to do work for you. But I don't want to do that, and I'm getting to the point now where no, I've got the mental wherewithal to get everything happening, and I don't need a building, don't need to pay rent. We tried paying rent, it cost us $10,000. Hopeless, waste of time. But I just needed to get out of the place we were in, that first house we were living in. I was showing you. Yeah, it was just awful. Couldn't stand it anymore. But anyway, that's interesting. You said that. Yeah, cold and heartless, cruel. That's how it feels. It's just like what Sue and Jackie are doing to me, really. It's just cold, heartless, and cruel. But yeah, you're right. It's English. That's what they do. They don't care. It's just they're just not good people, not nice people, not warm people. Uh, very good at what they do, and very good at war. Very good at killing people. Yeah, they're excellent at war. And I suppose that's, well, look at America. It's just huge military. Yeah. So yeah, they excel in making people miserable. Yeah. Yeah. So um, anyway, I'm actually glad you said that because I live in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're on the outside of it, you can see us. Probably more so than I can see you because you're the only Romanian I know. I don't know many. I don't know any Russians. I don't know any. I know one guy who's a Ukrainian, but he just sort of ripped us off. Um, yeah. So yeah, you can. Yeah, and you've had quite an exposure to us people. From VI and probably other places. Well, can you see what I'm saying? You can make a comparison. I can't. I can really only, all I can sense is no, it's not right here. I don't, as I said, I don't. Yeah, because it's that there is no warmth. You're right. If they can put you down, they will. If you're feeling down and they can lay the boot in, they will. They're just cruel and heartless. And drink. The only way they can be happy is to drink, get drunk. Uh, if they're not drinking and getting drunk, they're just miserable, downtrodden sort of people. Thank goodness I haven't had a drink for a couple of days now. I might be able to go for a while again, for a week or so, a couple of weeks maybe, not have a drink. And then it's really, just don't like it anymore. Yeah, but, I hope so. But at least I'm not drowning myself in it. But being absorbed in one thing to the next, and particularly if I've got somebody to share it with, I don't feel like a drink. Like if you weren't here, I mean, what would be the point of me doing what I've just done? I wouldn't do it, would I? Just no point. Why? I know what I'm doing. I don't need to show myself, but I do need to show you if I want you to help me, or I want you to be happy helping me. So even if just at this stage it's all set up, and that could well be, you're just watching all the setup stuff. And I'm going hell for leather setting up all my communications systems with you, so that if, later on down the track and say, here, boom, no, this is what's going on here. And you go, oh, okay, I see. And if I didn't do all this, then I wouldn't be able to show you that. But anyway, we're 13 minutes up. I think I'll send this to you. Okay, talk later.